Hi, my name is Charles Wood. I'm the president and CEO for the Chattanooga Area Chamber of Commerce, and we're so excited to have you as a new member of our organization. I'm going to talk a little bit about who we are as an organization, and then you're going to hear from a number of our great team members here to talk about what we do, how we do it, and how you can be engaged in our work. First and foremost, our purpose is really very simple. It's to create a thriving Chattanooga. And we do that by executing on our mission. And that's really around championing our member businesses, that's you, and then promoting regional economic growth. Because when our community grows, that creates opportunity for new customers for you. We execute around 4 key pillars for our strategic plan. Those pillars include economic growth, workforce and talent development, technology and entrepreneurship, and then champion our chamber members. This is a 5-year strategy that we execute on, and we do that by working through 3 key principles. And so those guiding principles for us are economic mobility, economic inclusion, and then collaborative leadership. And so those 3 things really underscore a lot of our work here at the Chamber. So with that, I'll turn it over to Ben Cairns, our VP of Membership.
Thank you, Charles. Appreciate that very much, and welcome to our new members and our welcome guests. My name is Ben Cairns. I'm the Vice President of Membership for the Chattanooga Chamber of Commerce. I'm very proud to be here. I wanted to give you a little bit of background about the Chattanooga Chamber. We're 138 years old, so we're one of the oldest chambers in the country. And the benefit of all the partners that came before us in building a thriving Chattanooga through the Chamber is something that we're very proud of. And I hope that you're proud of our city and our community and all of the work that you're getting ready to get involved in as a member and as a partner of the Chattanooga Chamber. We're one of 1.2% of chambers in the United States. It's a 5-star accredited chamber by the U.S. Chamber. What that means is that we have a variety of programs and a great history that stacks up against all of the other chambers in the country in a very substantial way. So it's not just a normal chamber of commerce. There are a lot of moving parts, there are a lot of pieces. It takes a while to learn everything that you can get from membership and partnership with the chamber. We've got a number of member benefits, including networking. We have over 200 networking opportunities every year, ranging from council meetings to business after hours, signature events, and we'll talk more about those. But you can meet more people through your involvement with the chamber in a shorter period of time than any other way. We've got many, many opportunities to meet people and to network. Community engagement is important because you're becoming a partner with the community, and there are a number of opportunities through membership to volunteer, to benefit from programs, and to find out ways that you can grow your business and benefit others. We also have a number of ways of building your business. Everything that we do is designed to champion our member businesses, promote regional economic growth through successful business practices, through resources, through access, through opportunities. There are a number of ways to market through the chamber. And just by being a chamber member, you're automatically visible to the community in a number of ways. You're in our business directory. People see you as a company that is part of the legitimate foundational business membership of the entire Chattanooga community. So it's very important. Doing that builds credibility and trust, and it also builds your reputation. The Harris poll in 2024 did a survey of people in different business communities across the country, and for those that know what a Chamber of Commerce is, they're 65% more likely to do business with a chamber member than with somebody they know is not a chamber member. So being a member of the chamber has some passive benefits in that just being a member benefits your company, but there's so much more that you can do to be active. One of the things that we know about business is that cash in, cash out is important. We have opportunities for you to save money, and we'll talk just a little bit more about those. We have discount programs that are substantial, and then you can also offer coupons and discounts to other members that are exclusive to membership. It's a nice member benefit. Our 9 chamber councils are all volunteer-led, and those offer a lot of leadership opportunities. We have leadership opportunities with our board of directors as well as our ambassador program, and I'll talk a little bit more about those as well. Information and staying informed. our members get information and insight into what's happening in our business community before others do, because in our chamber council meetings and our update meetings and our various events, people tell us what's going on with their programs, with politics, with things that otherwise you might not even read in the newspaper. So being a chamber member helps you to be informed and stay on top of things. As I mentioned, everything that we have is designed in one way or another to benefit you as a member. And we have a lot of different types of businesses and different types of business needs. So we have different levels of membership that are designed to meet people's needs in different ways. 75% of our members are business level members. They have access to the networking meetings. They can post in our newsletter. They have the ability to come to meetings as a participant. They can sponsor meetings. And they can also speak at chamber council meetings if they're selected. Our premier membership is actually a marketing membership. It incorporates everything that the business level membership has, but we have some really cool things that go with it. Our Bottom Lines newsletter that members can post in, our premier members can post on the front page of that in Top Investor News. Also, there's a ribbon cutting that's included every year, a silver ribbon cutting for premier level members, and the opportunity to enhance the business director that we have on our website so that you can add features such as pictures, links to your website, links to your social media, just different ways of promoting your business. We also have a member mailing list, which we share annually. Our executive circle, there are only 99 companies that have an executive circle member, and these are top executives, presidents, CEOs, general managers, executive directors, for-profit companies as well as nonprofit companies, and we give them an opportunity to connect at a level that otherwise they wouldn't have a chance to. When you come to a regular networking meeting, we've got the world, we've got everybody there, and you get a chance to meet all kinds of companies. Presidents and CEOs are looking for opportunities to work with each other directly to build those relationships. And from the chamber perspective of promoting regional economic growth, we help businesses be successful by connecting them in different ways like that. And then our fourth level of membership is the chair circle. It's a policy and legislation membership, and it includes access to different types of events that include politicians, but also an inside look at how we're promoting and representing all of our businesses for the chamber and our membership. Another really great thing about the Chattanooga Chamber, over the years, we've evolved in so many different ways, and this is really cool because not many chambers of commerce across the country have a council system. We're the official chamber of record for the city of Chattanooga and Hamilton County, and we also have an economic partnership that you'll hear about later. But the thing that happened over 50 years ago was that we went into partnership with East Ridge. They wanted to form their own chamber, and we talked, and the Chattanooga culture is just one of partnership and collaboration. Charles mentioned visionary collaborative leadership, and that's exactly what's been going on for a long time. With our chamber councils, we've partnered. So throughout Hamilton County, we have geographic footprints for our chamber councils, which are like small chambers of commerce. Volunteer boards of directors, monthly meetings, AM networking, after hours mixers, expos. They do a variety of things, and they all have some type of project to benefit their community. So amazing opportunities to give back to the community for community engagement, but also to develop leadership skills and build the reputation of yourself and your company. These chamber councils are amazing. They're different, like different personalities, because the people that run them have different ideas for how they can benefit their communities and be involved. So your membership in the Chattanooga Chamber of Commerce includes membership in all of these chamber councils, which is like really cool. You get a deal where you're a member of so many different things, and you have an opportunity to find the way to promote your business and to impact the community that makes the best difference for you, for your company, and for our community. We also have an international business council. Their footprint is worldwide. They're different in that they have a lot of international business people and international businesses. Their focus on programming is different than the others. And so you can see how there's a variety there. And these are just a tremendous opportunity for connection, for networking. And when I mentioned the over 200 events a year, a lot of them are council events. So we've got things going on every week across the county. Another way of growing and developing your leadership skills and getting engaged with the community is our ambassador program. This is something that we've been doing for quite a few years. Ambassadors are volunteers. They are very engaged with our new members and with people who are renewing. So we've got almost 1,800 member companies, 25 ambassadors. We do a lot of interaction with our members, but our ambassadors really are so very helpful for us connecting and remaining connected with our membership. They go out to member businesses, ask questions, see how they're doing, make sure they're tapped into the resources, let them know what's going on because new things are happening all the time. So it's a real advantage for our member companies, but it's also a great advantage for our ambassadors. They get to talk with business leaders across the community and make a difference, and it builds their reputation, their skills, and their presence. So it's a great thing. Our ambassadors also help us with ribbon cuttings. So we have a variety of levels of ribbon cutting packages. So we love to celebrate anniversaries, grand openings, groundbreakings, new businesses, and the ribbon cutting from the Chamber of Commerce is one of the best ways you can do it. And we've got some different packages to fit different pocketbooks and budgets. Our executive circle members have a gold ribbon cutting involved with their membership. Our premier members have silver, and then the bronze is a do-it-yourself version. But you can purchase any one of these packages a la carte. So we do a lot to promote the ribbon cuttings. We put it in our newsletter. We put it on our website. We put it in our social media. We invite different people. Ambassadors are there. Chamber personnel will be there. And depending on how much involvement you want from us and which package you buy, we've got gigantic scissors and lots of ribbon. And these are lots of fun. And have been great over the years. I mentioned events, the over 200 events. Some of our bigger events include Business After Hours, which is sponsored by a member business, and it's usually every month. The Business AM Networking is another one that we often do. These are sponsored by different member companies, and it's a way to get over 100 people. We open this up to the community, 100 people into your place of business to see what you've got and to interact with you and for you to have a chance to promote your business to all of the people that attend. Marketing and Communications Department is going to share some more about the sponsorship opportunities that we have in our print media, our online media, and with our events, billboards, radio, TV, and so on. I mentioned our member directory. It's online. You can do a lot in our member portal by signing in with member login. If you don't have a login, we'll be happy to give you one. And we also have Lauren Topping, our applications manager, who is available to meet with you and help you to navigate building out your directory and the features that go with it, as well as to offer coupons, to pay invoices, to do a variety of things inside the portal. And so that information is available. I mentioned savings, and we've got some partnerships with a number of large companies that offer discounts that are bundled for small businesses particularly. Large businesses already get their special discounts programs given to them because they're so big and they buy so much. But small businesses, which is 75% of the chamber, don't usually have that opportunity. But through membership, they can get up to 50% off of office supplies with Office Depot. They can get a discount on merchant services, which is credit card processing and taking payments. We've got up to 50% off on FedEx, a discount on QuickBooks, and very recently we added Ring Central, which is telephone services for commercial companies. So I'd like to next introduce Darian Scott to talk about our business literacy series. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Darian Scott, and I'm the Director of Economic Inclusion. And now we'll take a moment to discuss the Chamber's Business Literacy Series. Every year we take a poll of top 5 needs of business owners. And this is what we've come up with. We asked them, do they need a business plan? And 65% says, but we asked them, do they have a business plan? And 65% says they do not have a business plan. We asked them, do they have a website? And almost 60% that says they do not have a website. So these are the top 5 things that we really urge business owners to have, and we teach businesses about these things and a lot more. So the Business Literacy Series is based on, it's a 9-part educational series. And this series is really based to teach businesses the foundational skills to grow and advance their business. And here are the session topics. The first session is mindset and communication. It's all about for an entrepreneur to understand what they're getting themselves into mentally when opening a business, and we try to cover that first. We also cover developing a business plan or growth plan. It's needed for every entrepreneur, as you can see in the top 5 needs. Small business banking services, very important for entrepreneurs to be able to read their P&L. Small business financial statements. Reading these financial statements and understand banking services are very important. How businesses obtain credit. Most owners don't realize having credit is almost more powerful than having cash. You have to be able to leverage credit most of the time to grow a business. How businesses use credit. Once again, obtaining credit and using credit, it's all about the leverage. So, after we realized the first financial pieces were in place, we realized there were some things we were missing. So we decided to add a few more items, and developing a marketing strategy was one of them. We also added how to picture a business. And last but not least, every business that has more than 2 people involved definitely needs some HR 101, simple human resources. So these are the things that the owner would have to do to call themselves completing the business literacy program. They would need to attend 6 out of the 9 sessions to be considered completing the program. They must have a business or growth plan upon completion of the program. And they must have a good understanding of the definition of what success looks like in their business, in their sector. So, along the way, we do a thing called connecting the dots. These are some of the resource partners you will meet while going through the Business Literacy Series. Of course, you meet Marjorie Savage from the INCubator, who works here with us at the Chamber. You also meet Winston Brooks of the City of Chattanooga, Sarah Madsen from the River City Company. You'll meet Alexis Willis from UTC's Urban Vision Initiative. You'll meet Marcus Johnson from TVFCU in the Idea Leap Grant Competition. You'll meet DeJuan Jordan from Launch Chattanooga. You'll meet Leah Kimbrough from the Urban League. Shay McCowan from Chattanooga Business Elite. Brianna Jones from the Artsville Program. Jeff Milner from the Enterprise Center. And Stephen Moore from SCORE. We really reach out and try to help every business that comes through our doors. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach me at my number or my email address. So right now, I'm about to pass this off to Yolanda Hayslett.
Good morning. My name is Yolanda Hayslett, and I am the VP of Finance and Operations here at the Chamber. I will give you a brief overview of our department and why we're so vital to membership. All right, so finance and operations at a glance. The Chattanooga Chamber's finance and operations team handles finance and accounting, information technology, facilities, and vendor management. We streamline operations to help support other departments so they can focus on helping your business thrive. All right, so finance isn't just about the numbers. It's about making sure the chamber runs smoothly and members feel supported. Membership equals money. Membership dues, events, and non-dues revenue are the chamber's main funding sources. The finance team tracks this closely because it helps pay for everything else the chamber does. As far as the payment methods accepted here at the Chamber of Commerce, members have the option to pay via ACH or bank transfer. They can pay via credit card or check. If you're paying by credit card, though, keep in mind that we do charge a 3% processing fee, and this helps us offset that fee. Members can avoid this, though, by paying either by ACH bank transfer or via check. As far as our renewal billing and collection strategy goes, the finance team mails out renewal invoices 60 days before they are due. Electronic follow-ups happen at 30, 60, and 90-day intervals, and at 120 days, finance may drop your membership unless special arrangements have been made. I did want to mention that we have a new initiative that we are starting, which is automatic recurring billing. It is an initiative designed to make membership renewals easier and more efficient. Members who opt in receive a 5% discount, and they can avoid those credit card fees. New members can opt in through the Chamber's online join form. Our renewing members will require a manual step by contacting either the membership department or the finance team, but the goal is to fully automate our ARB process for both new and renewing members through our member portal. We also, as part of the finance team, we are going to support flexibility for our chamber members. We approve payment plans and we adjust dates to help members stay on board. We partner with membership to restructure terms when members need it. Also, don't forget about our events. Members can register for our events online, but to receive that member pricing, you must log in through the member portal. Super important. Also, as part of the finance and operations team is information technology. Our IT department plays a critical role behind the scenes, maintaining our reliable systems for billing, member portals, and communication. IT keeps our customer relationship management platform, our CRM, MC Trade, running smoothly so renewals and communications don't fail. Of course, cybersecurity is super important in our world today, and so our IT department protects sensitive member data and payment information. Also, cloud remote tools are essential. IT enables our staff to manage membership from anywhere, improving responsiveness. Last but not least, automation. IT supports finance with tools for faster invoicing and reporting. Also, as part of the finance and operations team, we do have our facilities and vendor management. The facilities and vendor management focuses on creating a welcoming, safe, and functional environment for members and staff, as well as ensuring the Chamber works with reliable, cost-effective, and diverse partners while maintaining transparency and compliance. With that in mind, our member experience is important, so we do rely on our well-maintained offices and event spaces to create a positive impression for our members. As far as technology, we're in a nice technology-fitted room. Our facilities team works with IT to ensure meeting rooms have proper connectivity for hybrid events. There's also the idea of comfort and safety. Upgrades to our HVAC, lighting, and security systems make in-person visits pleasant and secure. Space planning is important. We have flexible layouts for orientation and networking events to help strengthen member engagement. Last but not least, our vendor management program. Price isn't the only factor when choosing a vendor for the Chamber. We look for quality, vendor reputation, Chamber membership, and experience. They're all considered when selecting our vendors. You want to contact us in the Finance and Operations Department? Here's our information. You can reach us by phone at 423-756-2121 or via email at ar@chattanooga-chamber.com. Make sure you log into your member portal and reach out to our applications manager, Lauren, if you have any questions. Now I'll pass it off to Jeremy Henderson, our VP of Marketing.
Hi, thanks, Yolanda. As Yolanda mentioned, I am the VP of Marketing here at the Chamber. My name is Jeremy Henderson. You may not see our team out and about as often as the membership folks, but We are talking to you constantly. It is our job in the marketing department to communicate everything that is happening here at the chamber to you. So my presentation better be pretty good, huh? There are a few primary ways that we do this, starting with our three main websites. First of all, we have ChattanoogaChamber.com, our main chamber website. This is a great place for you to go to find out, to reiterate a lot of the information you've heard today. So for instance, you're going to find your member login on this website. That will get you into the member portal that Ben mentioned earlier, where you can update your profile information, pay invoices, take advantage of some of our member discounts. All of that stuff is inside that member portal. You'll also find our events calendar on that website, where you'll be able to RSVP for any and all upcoming chamber events. In addition to that, you'll find our member directory, a complete listing of every active chamber member, including you, so you can go there and check your listing to make sure that it's accurate. It also happens to be one of our most visited pages on that site, which has thousands of visitors a month. So it's a great benefit for being a member at any level. In addition to the main chamber website, we also have ChattanoogaTrend.com. This is our online magazine. You will find lots of stories about what other members are doing or the general business community on that website. For instance, we have an ongoing column submitted by a UTC economist that comes out monthly on there. In addition to the Trend website, we also have GreaterChat.com. This is a website full of information targeted towards businesses or talent who might be looking to relocate or expand in the area. In addition to those three websites, we also produce three major publications every year. Not only do we have the Trend website, we also have the Business Trend magazines. These are new magazines that are coming out for the first time this coming year. They are going to be digests, so these will be full of stories that appear both on the Trend website and in these print editions. In addition to that, there's also Edge magazine. That's a business magazine published every month by the Chattanooga Times Free Press. We have a ongoing section that comes out as part of that magazine every month, Trend and Edge, that contains exclusive stories and information that only appear in that magazine. We usually have one or two stories that appear in that magazine every month. And besides those two publications, we also have the Greater Chattanooga Economic Development magazine. That is a magazine that is published yearly. It is mailed directly to site selectors. The target market on that is primarily outside of the city. Again, that is full of information geared towards attracting talent and businesses to the area. One of the primary ways we are going to communicate with you is email. So you may have already gotten some of these, but there are three main email channels you will hear from us on a regular basis. The first of those is our Bottom Lines newsletter. It comes out the first and third Monday of each month. It does contain a lot of member news. Members of any level are always free to submit news items to that. As Ben mentioned earlier, higher tier members do get their news mentioned higher up within that newsletter. Regardless of where your news item is going to appear, we do ask that you try to get that submitted to us the week before Bottom Lines is going to go out. And again, the way you can do that, you'll find all of that on the website. In addition to the Bottom Lines newsletter, we also have the Chamber Events email that comes out every Friday. This is basically just a listing of every event coming up for the coming week and onward for the Chamber. So you can always, like I said, go to the website and see what we have coming up, but you'll also be getting this regular email letting you know what new event is happening next. And then in addition to those, we have sort of one-off communications and emails. These are announcements and event invitations, invitations to some of our signature events, for example. Those don't come out on a regular cadence. They're as needed when an event is happening, but you will pretty often get those from us as well. Finally, we also have our social media channels. We focus primarily on 3 channels for this, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. One thing to keep in mind when you're looking at these, we have on Facebook and LinkedIn, we have pages. Those are our main channels for communication on those platforms. We also have groups. There's both a general chamber group and individual council groups, both for Facebook and LinkedIn. The general chamber group is mostly a way for members to communicate directly with other members. It's a good direct advertising outlet. And then the council groups, of course, are geared towards communicating within a specific council. General updates and announcements from the chamber, you're going to want to look at the pages for those. And of course, we have pages for a lot of our individual programs, not just the chamber in general. So you'll find Facebook and LinkedIn pages for the incubator, for our YPC program, our leadership program, things like that. Speaking of our leadership program, up next, I'm going to introduce Toya Moore, the head of our leadership and YPC initiatives. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Toya Moore, and I am the Director of Leadership Development for the Chattanooga Chamber of Commerce. And today I'm going to talk to you about what we do. Our main goal is to retain and advance talent here in our city. And we do that through 4 particular programs, one being the Young Professionals of Chattanooga, Protege Chattanooga, Leadership Chattanooga, and the Leadership Chattanooga Alumni Association. So we'll start with the Young Professionals of Chattanooga, where membership has its benefits. So YPC is a program specifically for young professionals ages 21 to 40, but we do not discriminate. And this program is managed by an advisory board made up of volunteers who are young professionals who help to create exclusive events for young professionals here in the city. We start with an after hours that happens monthly, where you can come and network and meet other YPs that are here in the community. We also have professional development that takes place once a month as well, where we tackle different topics that are important to young professionals and that will help them to grow and advance their careers. And we also do community service, because giving back is important and a great way to keep our members engaged. This year, we launched a membership model where membership is $50 for the entire year. So that's a deal you can't beat, but $50 gets you access to all of our events, our monthly newsletters, and exclusive members only opportunities for networking and behind the scenes at some of the biggest companies here in Chattanooga. So here you'll see one of our professional development events called Perfecting Your Pitch. It was hosted and sponsored by Unum, where young professionals got to work on their elevator pitch. So whether they were looking to pitch themselves, their brands, how to negotiate for a raise, or get sponsorships for where they're serving, this was their test run to get their pitch together and make some money or get a raise or a new job. Next, we will talk about Protege Chattanooga, which is our professional development program for young professionals, where we foster connection, mentorship, and growth. So this is a 9-month program. We have a cohort of 24 young professionals who are emerging leaders here in the city. Throughout the year, they hear from 16 mentors. So these are professionals at some of our top businesses. We have the mayor, county, city. We have like the head of Blue Cross, Blue Shield, TVA, Unum, where they come in and they give important life lessons and professional lessons to the cohort. Also throughout the year, we participate in a book study. This year, we're reading The Gifts of Imperfection by Brene Brown, where we are uncovering the root of imposter syndrome, which is something that young professionals deal with all the time, And not only do we do that, but we have community service that we participate in every spring. So through Protege, we build lasting connections. The cohort meets twice a month, one for a planning session where they learn about the mentors that are going to be speaking to them throughout the year. They read their bio, they go on their LinkedIn, their website, their company's website, and they learn as much as they can about these mentors so that when they meet them, they're prepared to ask them the tough questions. How did you get to where you are? What is your number one leadership strategy? What's your morning routine? How do you define success? So the members of the cohort, they spend a lot of time collaborating, coming up with ideas for their service projects, and having one-on-one conversations with their mentors. So here are some of the mentors that have participated in the program. We have James McKissick, who is the president and CEO of Arts Build, April Cameron, the CEO of the Chattanooga Airport, and Xavier Cotto with TVA. So these are some of the leaders that are in the forefront of the city making things happen, and they also are passionate about mentorship as well. Here you will see some of our proteges at the Foxwood Center, which is a part of the Chattanooga Food Bank, where they're volunteering. They were helping some of the clients put together their food boxes. And as we know, especially around this time of year, this type of service is extremely important. So we're thankful that our cohort gets together and does things like this to serve our community. Next, we will talk about Leadership Chattanooga, Chattanooga's premier leadership development program. We are celebrating 41 years of the program. Leadership Chattanooga started in 1984, and if you know anything about the program, or if you're on any social media platform, you're going to see hashtag the best class ever. So that's just a friendly competition that each class has. Every class thinks they're the best class ever. This year, the class of 26, we'll see if they can live up to that name, the best class ever. Here you will see a group, I think this is the class of 23 at Fall Creek Falls during our opening retreat. They went on a hike, and we titled this slide, Leadership That Climbs Higher, because the program is aligned to the Chamber's strategy, Chattanooga Climbs Higher. So some of the things we talk about throughout the year, Leadership Chattanooga is a 10-month program. We talk about the legacy of this city. How did we get to where we are, and where are we going? Because you can't learn about your future and your legacy and where you're going if you don't know where you came from. We also talk about jobs and economic mobility, the health and wellness of leaders. It takes healthy people to lead here in the city. We look at the arts community here and the economic impact there. Future Ready, this is our focus on education. We also look at our local government, county and city, and our state government, and that's our trip to Nashville. And then we end the program looking at justice law and what our first responders do to take care of our community. In this program, we also are committed to service. So we have a day of service that takes place every spring where we go to different sites around the city. And you can see here, we've got one group who is building a trail up on Etna Mountain, and another group who is cleaning up the forest at Booker T State Park. In addition to our day of service, we also volunteer at Grateful, which is our annual Thanksgiving celebration here in the city. And during the Christmas holiday, we go to La Paz and put together Christmas baskets for their clientele. So once you graduate Leadership Chattanooga, it doesn't end there. You move on to the Leadership Chattanooga Alumni Association, and this program is just a continuation of Leadership Chattanooga. So the Alumni Association is managed by a board of directors, which is elected by the alumni body. We have quarterly regatherings where the alumni come together to reconnect and re-engage with one another. We also provide opportunities for professional development and community service as well. So it's like an extension of Leadership Chattanooga. So here you see a group who just finished a professional development workshop. one neat thing we've started to do is behind the scenes access at some of our premier tourist attractions here in Chattanooga. So you see a group at the Tennessee Aquarium doing a behind the scenes tour there. So yes, we have a lot going on in the leadership development department. And now I am happy to pass it over to the VP of Economic Development, Adam Myers.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. As Toya mentioned, my name is Adam Myers. I'm the Vice President of Economic Development here at the Chattanooga Area Chamber of Commerce. And we're excited to have you all as new members and excited to welcome everyone here to Chattanooga. So what I'm here today is to really explain just a little bit about what we do in the Economic Development Department. So first, I'd just like to really share with everyone what is economic development. And according to the International Economic Development Council, economic development is a practice of improving a community's economic well-being and quality of life. And this is done by including a broad range of activities to really attract, create, and retain jobs and foster a resilient, pro-growth tax base, as well as an inclusive economy. So ultimately, our core mission on the economic development team is really focused on job creation. And we do that focused on what we call base economic sectors or target sector industries that I'll tell you a little bit more about here shortly. But we employ a variety of tactics to really go about focused on this job creation mission. And we really do this to support jobs locating in the region as well as staying in Chattanooga and the greater region. And all of this is helping create opportunities to build a thriving community. So our target industries and our base economic sectors are really focused on the companies that don't have to be here, where they have an exportable good or service that goes beyond the regional economy, sometimes selling not only domestically, but also even internationally, based here in Chattanooga. What this does is it brings new dollars into our economy. So we focus on things like advanced manufacturing, whether that's looking at machinery manufacturing or outdoor products. We focus on professional services like freight services and back office operations, creative media and headquarters. And then we also look at future technologies. And these are the upcoming industries that are growing and we want to continue to advance and locate here in Chattanooga. This includes things like quantum computing, biomedical devices, circular economy, smart city technology, and industrial design and robotics. In addition to that, we also focus on software and information technology companies as well. So in doing this, we have three core tactics that really focus on target industry job creation. We look at expanding and retaining our existing businesses in those target sector industries, many of which are members of the chamber. We call that BRE, or Business Retention Expansion. We also try to attract new businesses through recruitment efforts. And this is, again, going after those target industries and focused on attracting those companies that are not here currently, bringing new opportunities to the region. And then lastly, one of our fun, real exciting strategies is where we grow our own businesses. And this is working with the small business community and the entrepreneurship community to really create more entrepreneurs in the community, grow founders here that are going to really build their business into something special. Companies like Branch Technologies started and founded here in Chattanooga and now employ dozens of people and operate in almost a 50,000 square foot facility. Those are things that we really work on, and these are things that bring new opportunities to the region, not only for job growth, but also opportunity for our members to engage with new businesses too. So I'll talk a little bit about our business retention expansion efforts, but I really want to share a great statistic because often we get noticed more for the new companies we're bringing into town. That really makes up a lot of the media attention that we get, whether it's a Volkswagen or a company like iFixit locating into the market. But historically, about 80% of our job creation efforts are going to come from our existing businesses that are already here. And that is where we really focus our efforts, is making sure that we're able to grow and retain our existing companies here in Chattanooga. We do this through a variety of different services, and we try to check in with companies annually to not only identify what their pressing needs are, but discuss barriers to growth in Chattanooga and also create connections and partnerships that bring solutions. On the business recruitment side, what I would say here is these are the highly competitive economic development projects, but we are working on really focused on proactive business recruitment strategies where we really look at social media campaigns, going to trade shows, conferences and events, and also doing regional marketing to make sure that we're getting our message out about Chattanooga ahead of a company's decision-making time. So that way, when they are looking to grow or expand, looking for new markets to operate in, they're thinking about Chattanooga first. And we also market to groups like site selection consultants that help major corporations make location decisions for future plants or operation centers. And then we also host out of company towns into the market often to really give them a familiarization tour on what it is like to locate, operate, and live here in Chattanooga. Through our regional marketing efforts, we also manage a 16-county regional marketing initiative called the Greater Chattanooga Economic Partnership. This is done across a 16-county tri-state region where, as we all know, businesses do not see political boundaries. When they locate into Chattanooga, they are looking to locate and take advantage of assets across an entire greater region and also take advantage of labor force across that entire region. So with this partnership, we really focus on lead generation services and generating opportunities for the 16-county region where we can act as a single source for businesses and then help connect them once they realize which real area they're focused in, whether that is Chattanooga proper or even areas like Cleveland or Dalton or going all the way up to McMinn in Tennessee. And so this we work with our regional economic development partners on to not only market to companies across the entire United States, but internationally, but then help bring those prospects in, because ultimately a win for Bradley County, a win for Dalton, a win for Northeast Alabama is a win for Chattanooga, because that labor force is going to come from everywhere, and that's going to create even more opportunities for our members and our community. And now, again, the last thing we'll talk about, as I mentioned, we want to grow our own companies here. And this is where the incubator strategy comes in. And so with that, I'm going to introduce our Director of Entrepreneurial Development, Marjorie Savage, to tell you a little bit about our incubator program.
Hi there, I'm Marjorie Savage, the Director of Entrepreneurial Development at the Incubator. At the Incubator, we have a 127,000 square foot facility, mixed space of manufacturing and office space. We also have some meeting rooms that are open to the general public to rent, as well as our clients to rent as well. This is powered by the Chattanooga Chamber of Commerce, and we're housed within the Hamilton County Business Development Center. Again, this 127,000 square foot facility is what I like to call nothing but space and opportunity to grow and scale your business. We provide programming, and some of those things looks like strategic planning, financial modeling for growth, operational efficiency, sales and market development, as well as capital readiness. We also have a program called INConnect. That program is specialized for CPG, consumer packaged goods, and product-based startups needing prototyping and early stage growth space and support. The incubator's 5-year goals are to have at least 75 graduates through our program, 75 companies to successfully go through the program, and 20 diverse founders to be engaged and supported as well. That is just a little glimpse into what we're looking to do. We also currently work with about 35 entrepreneurs who are housed within the incubator at this current time and moment. That number kind of fluctuates. If you would like to learn more about the clients that we currently have that are housed within the incubator, visit Incubator Cha. We have a current list on there as well. Who do we serve? Not only do we prioritize high growth, scalable companies, but we also serve the general public. If you're not a great fit for the industries that I'm about to mention, still feel free to visit our programming, come check out our campus, and take the opportunities that we have to offer you. But if you fall within these scalable industries like manufacturing, manufactured goods, robotics, technology and software, professional creative services like engineering, digital services. Also, emerging technology is a focusing area that we have, 3D printing, et cetera, then feel free to visit our website to apply today. Without further ado, I would like to bring up Charles Wood, our president and CEO, to speak a little bit about public policy.
Thank you, Marcherie. Our public policy work here at the Chamber is really what many folks think of as government relations. And so that work is centered around a legislative agenda. That legislative agenda is developed in part in two ways. The first is we survey members like you to understand what legislative issues are really important to them. And the second is we vet that through our public policy committee. That committee then recommends the agenda up to our chamber board, and we use that as we communicate and encourage our legislative partners, our local government partners around key issues that are important to the business community. We also have a few really exciting legislative events that we host throughout the year. One is ahead of the state legislative session that we do in December or January to really get our members prepared for what to expect in the new legislative session, and then a closeout event following that. And then from a federal standpoint, we also connect with our federal partners in Washington, D.C. through Washington, D.C. fly-in event.
Thank you. My name is Brandon Hubbard Heights, and I serve as the Chief Strategy Officer for Chattanooga 2.0. We're housed at the Chamber and operate independently in order to address ongoing workforce shortages here in Hamilton County, and we do that by working from cradle to career. We were established a little over 10 years ago to address those workforce shortages, and we are directly working to increase social and economic mobility in our community so that we in Hamilton County can enjoy a thriving and inclusive economy. We work from cradle to career to convene partners across that birth to career spectrum, while also leading efforts to develop scalable and sustainable proof points here in our community. We've made 4 big bets for achieving our vision of social and economic mobility and a thriving and inclusive economy here in Hamilton County. First, we believe that early childhood is essential, not only for the educational attainment of our young people, but also for local workforce participation rates. We also know that literacy is absolutely key to a young person's success in school, on the job, and in the workforce. We work closely with the Chattanooga Chamber of Commerce on our Education to Workforce initiative, Viable Pathways to Prosperity. We are working to build 10 pathways to prosperity with local employers to address critical workforce shortages. Those pathways include line working, welding, dental assisting, teaching, and many more coming online in the next 2 years. We work closely with the Chamber to identify employers for recruitment and co-development of these pathways, and ultimately to hire our pathway completers. Our newest big bet is the Chattanooga Future Fund. The Chattanooga Future Fund is an investment in every public school student in Hamilton County. Every student in kindergarten and middle school is eligible to activate and receive up to $150 in a career and college savings account that they can use to claim their post-secondary dreams. The Chattanooga Future Fund also allows local employers and community partners to invest directly in students at specific schools or specific grade levels. This work is very exciting, and we hope that you are interested in learning more. I encourage you to visit the Chattanooga 2.0 website or reach out. Thank you.
Thank you for sticking with us today and joining us. Thank you for joining the Chamber and being a partner in the success of our community. We're delighted that you've had a chance to see all of the work that the Chamber is doing. It's really pretty amazing. We're proud of it. We're proud to have you as a partner and a member, and look forward to building more to come. Thank you.